Welcome to the Love, Laugh, Live chat show with myself, Kudyal Garcha, and the beautiful Dav Ubi. Pyar karo, hasso ta juk juk jiyo wala show.
So our show is all about creating and guiding you on how to manifest a more fulfilling life that you deserve and desire, and how to raise your consciousness through loving, laughing and living. My name is Devinder Ubi and I'm a life and spiritual coach, and sitting next to me, my wonderful co-host.
And my name, thank you Dav, is Kudyal Garcha, and I'm an empowerment and resilience coach.
So Kudyal, tell me what's the topic here?
So we've got a very interesting topic today. It's about things that can aid you instantly, and we will share with you what you can do to slow the process down.
And we all get worried about getting old quickly, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's inevitable, but we're going to talk about how we can actually slow it down. And Sadi Baswit Hegia, we can do it if you really pay attention to all this. I think we've got 7 points I think we're going to go through. And please do record this one because you're going to find it so useful.
Let me just say it quickly in Punjabi as well. So आज the topic है we जे साब ना असी अपनी जड़ी उम्र है भी असी उन्हें थोड़े कि जे slow कर दें भी जिदा असी देखने नु सियाने लगदे हैं जा साडा शरीर भी ज़्यादा सियाना लगन लग पैंदा है भी असी किहड़ियां चीज़ां कर सकते हैं असी सारे ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣੀਆਂ हैं. सो आप प्रोग्राम जरूर रिकॉर्ड करियो जिथे ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ हौली हौली ਤੁਸੀਂ सुन सकते हैं कि जिथे ਤੁਹਾਡਾ
ਜਵਾਨੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ
ਜਵਾਨੀ ਜਾਰੀ ਰਹਿਣੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੋਚਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ. So it's about just keeping you young and energized.
So we're going to go to the first point, which is about posture. So slouching like this and poor posture can make you look older than you are. So maintaining a good posture. So we're going to talk about what can speed up your aging process, but then we're going to talk about how we can slow it down. So to work on this, we need to maintain a good posture, not only that makes you look taller and more confident, but also improves your overall appearance. So standing and sitting up straight, tall, this enhances your body language and make you appear more engaged and attentive. So practice good posture by keeping your shoulders back and your head held high. And this small change can have a big impact on how people perceive you. So posture is very important.
So ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ posture ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, we're talking about ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉੱਠਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਰੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਆ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਹੈ ਵੀ I'm going to walk lightly, as if ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਜ਼ਮਾਨੇ 'ਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ. I remember like in the Queen and all that kind of thing, when they're training the ladies especially and the boys, they were taught to have books on their head, so they had to walk as though they're walking like this. So automatically you probably gain, I don't know, a couple of inches because you're walking in such a way. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਛਾਤੀ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ you can kind of feel invigorated, you feel taller, you feel better just by doing that small thing. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ your backache, ਤੁਰਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦੀਆਂ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਹੈ. You get so many aches and pains just from not walking properly or your posture. ਜੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੋਫੇ ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਰਦੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਆ, we sort of go like this, and your spine is meant to be kept in a way that's actually healthy for your body. So and it's the way it makes you feel. You feel good.
A spine it has a direct connection with universal force energy, so it has to be in alignment. So when we're slouching, sari jidi chi energy siddhi aandi nahi hegi. So when you're upright and the energy is flowing in, energy keeps you looking young. But when we're slouching and everything, and the reason we slouch is all to do with our mindset. So we were talking about earlier that do you know when you come to this certain age, let's say tusi nyane biale, you're in retirement, and you're not doing the things that you used to do, like running around. It's not on your responsibility anymore to run the household. The kids have been old enough and they've taken over. So you start to feel quite insignificant in your life. Any value kadar nahi rendi. And so you start to feel small, and you start looking down, thinking, well, I lost the zest in life. Mera matlab ki hai in this world now, because nobody has to ask for my permission anymore. So you start to think small and you start shrinking, and the spine it had to be upright because you're the pillar of the house, pillar of your family,
and the community,
and the community, and you're not the pillar anymore. And so you start to shrink. So this is so important that if you stayed upright, no matter whatever you have, you're not in a job, that just telling that posture is telling your mind, the message it sends being upright is saying that you are still powerful enough and you're still strong enough and you still got that strong spine in you to support yourself, because spine is all about support. You can still manage to support yourself. If you don't need to support the family anymore because they become more self-reliant, but you can support yourself to live the rest of your life pursuing things that are important to you, things that you couldn't do earlier, you can start doing now. And that's the importance of keeping that posture upright, because if you need to support yourself from now on, just think about your body thinks, well, I need more energy, and more energy means looking more youthful, you're having more, regenerating more healthy new cells, so you look younger. So that posture is telling that sign that I need to stay younger and more fit and youthful to pursue my dreams and passions now.
Yeah, definitely. Because ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਹੁੰਨੇ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਸੁੰਗੜ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, which is a natural process anyway, but ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਸਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈੰਦੇ ਉੱਠਦੇ ਆ, you have to, when you sit upright and you sit with confidence, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਫਿਰ confidence ਮੱਲੀ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, because you kind of looking out at the world like this. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ posture ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਉੱਪਰ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ, ਜਾਂ it's just like when you start looking down, your life kind of starts to go downwards as well. Sami, if you look at the sky, the trees, nature, your family, your friends, everything that's around you, you feel uplifted, even if life isn't great. ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਰੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਸਖਤ ਰੱਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਹੈ ਨਾ, your posture is very very important. And ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੂਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਕੁੱਬੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਤਾਂ obviously if you're at that age, that's a different thing, but ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁੰਨੇ you can still keep a presence. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਸੋਚ ਸਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਚਲੋ ਮੇਰਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਤੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਖੜੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ 'ਚ confidence ਰੱਖੋ ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਠੀਕ ਆ, I'm okay, I can still do everything I'm doing. And your posture is the most important thing. Because ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ room 'ਚ ਆਉਨੇ ਆ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਵੀ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ, but if you walk in like life's not great, your posture, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੁਰਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ people recognize, ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੀਤਦੀ ਆ, just by the way you walk into a room, your presence, how you act, all these things do show people what your mindset is as well.
And if you remember this, ਸਾਡੇ ਇੱਕ cell ਸਾਡੇ body ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, it listens to what we believe, stop believing about our situation now in life. So usually if you see why do older people start shrinking and gubba jandiya, it's because they start shrinking their bones because it's the way they're thinking. They're thinking mera koi value nahi hai in life jida pehla sige. And so like especially women as well, their value, their identity, their importance depends on their partner. And their partner. And then so if the partner's not exist anymore, so all of a sudden thinking, well, I have no reason to be here. So we're so codependent, sada meaning in life depends on our partner, but that's not true. We all have our own individual gift of life, that a woman doesn't think that my life, my hobby, all my interest depends just on my partner. A woman has to feel like, no, I can still continue with my life. Now is the time, my time to pursue things, that I need to stay strong, not for my family, but for me, I need to support myself. So if you think about it, why do older people start shrinking? Because on the so the bones start shrinking, or the value and strength. That's you get all these diseases, osteoporosis and all those sort of things. So actually if your thinking was, no, I'm going to stay strong, and then your cells in your we call a cell plus, so that's when the bone starts to strengthen more, so you don't find you shrinking. So every person starts shrinking, it's just the way they're thinking. Your body does not lie to you. Your body will tell you exactly ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ, don't need to exist in this world anymore.
ਕਰਕੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੇ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਡੈਡ ਨੇ ਹੁਣ ਕਿਹਾ ਆ, ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ, ਮੇਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਮੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਮਤਲਬ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਅਗਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਾ ਸੋਚਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋਚਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਸੋਚਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਆ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਥ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਣਾ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ they think that you've given up। ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੇਰਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਜੀਣਾ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਜੀਣਾ ਆ, ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, life throws at you, I'm just going to still take care of myself and my body। So think about, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੌਨਫੀਡੈਂਸ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਤੁਰੋ ਫਿਰੋ, ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਕਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਇਟਸ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ। ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੋਚਣੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸੋਚੋ ਵੀ ਚਲੋ ਆਮ ਓਕੇ, ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਮੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਹਾਂ। ਇੱਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਵੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੋਈ ਮਤਲਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਵਾਸ ਲੈਣੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੈਣੇ ਹੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਵੀ ਮਾਈਟ ਐਜ਼ ਵੈਲ ਟਰਾਈ ਐਂਡ ਬੀ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਐਂਡ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਟ। ਕਿਸੇ 'ਤੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ 'ਤੇ ਹੋਰ 'ਤੇ ਭਾਰ ਪਾਉਣਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਦਾ ਆਪ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖੋ। So the next one is clothing.
So this is a very good one. So outdated or ill-fitting clothes can add years to your appearance. So it is very important to dress well, changi tarah tayar ho, to stay looking younger. So your clothing choices can significantly impact your attractiveness and what age you look. So wear clothes that fit well and highlight your best features. Choose styles and colours that complement your body's type and skin tone. So investing in quality pieces rather than fast fashions and can elevate your overall look. So remember, how you dress is an expression on your personality. This is so good because we can both relate to this, and my own experience. So when I remember gave birth to my first child,
and I was in the same situation.
Yeah, so I remember that at that time, because I stopped neglecting myself. मैं आप ध्यान नहीं करता नहीं कितने सी के thinking हूँ मेरा ध्यान सारे बच्चे थे, and it's a first child, it's a big thing, it's a new experience. So you are I put this element a lot of stress and worry that I hope I'm doing the right thing. So you start neglecting yourself. I'm from my photo and देखती हूँ मैं नियाने हंसते होंगे, thinking mom you look like a proper auntie baby. I just used to wear खुले कपड़े, बाल पीछे तेल पीछे because तेल भी चाहते थे। So although you felt older, I looked older because I wasn't wearing the right type of कपड़े. I didn't care how I dressed because I was giving all my attention बच्चियां थे. But I did and looked older then than I do now. This is going a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean definitely. Karke although all of our attention was on the child, and it was, you were tired, you still had to run the home, you still had to cook and clean and take care of yourself. So it was very difficult, I think, just to even try and look nice. Forget about makeup or wearing a nice outfit. So only then it was difficult. Hon inna zyada nahi hega because फिर भी न्याणे, they do find it difficult, to look good and everything if they've got a newborn. But फिर भी we can try and look good. I mean, I'm just thinking about our older ladies more as well as men, because this program is about men and women. We're not talking just about women. But when women get their suits sewn, because they're fitted, aren't they? On pada jehde kapde paunde, we may wear a lot of English or westernized clothes, but jehde ladies hundiyan unna ne salwar kameez ja bandiyan ne vi shirt pant ja hunda siga age. Now it's more about joggers and comfortable clothes, but still the ladies and the men looked really smart. Unna ne jida suit pauna changi tarah paloiyan pauniyan and things like that, so it fitted exactly. And I think that's something that we're kind of losing a little bit now. So because people wear baggier clothes, but jadon tusi kite jana, then you do make more effort. So that's a little bit sad. But what we're saying is, jeta tusi suit paune right up until the end of your life, or when you're coming to the end, then you can still buy the clothes that you want and still look good. ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਕਹੋ ਵੀ ਚਲੋ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਹੀ ਪਾ ਲੈਣਾ, ਮੇਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਹੈ। because we talked about this ਵੀ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਵਿਆਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਹਸਬੈਂਡ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਆ, and so we make that effort, but we should make the effort for ourselves, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਉਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਪਾਉਣੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ we feel good, ਤਾਂ ਪਾਉਣ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਲੱਗਣ ਹਨਾ ਹੋਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਲੱਗਣ ਤਾਂ ਸਮਟਾਈਮਸ that inspires other people ਹੋਰਨਾਂ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਫਲਾਨੀ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਪਾਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ she always looks smart it's just about taking care of yourself ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ you take pride in your appearance no matter what your age is.
But it's just how, like you said, everything we're going to talk about comes about your mindset, what you think about yourself and relationship to the world as well. So, I mean, going back quickly to my mom, when she was my age, obviously, on the thinking, segi, hunyane bialaya, you know, obviously I got responsibility, so you got to tone down a bit. You don't want to be overdressed, so even change the colours, you know. So they don't do that anymore now. But pehla hunda siga. So my mom looked a lot older than she was. And because she thought she had to think in a certain way because all responsibility here, and she became a nanny or dadi, but she looked a lot older than she did just because of her thinking and the way she started dressing. So anyway, that's about clothing. So, you know, Ajkal, try and make an effort to really dress well, and it's got nothing to do, don't be influenced by society and everything, dress well. And you know, if you notice some days when you bother nahi karde, and during lockdown, remember when we're thinking kisan dekhna ta hai nahi sanu, and it started affecting so many people because we didn't bother dyeing our hair or bother dressing up, doing makeup. And the mental health, you know, kafi vadgi issues because people started to feel low, depressed because thinking sanu kene dekhna, there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do. So it's important when you dress up well, thora mood bhi badal janda. So it's all about mood. So next one we're going to talk about is skincare.
Yeah,
this is very, very important. So too much sun can cause premature aging. So wearing sunscreen is essential. And so establish a good skincare routine that includes cleansing, moisturizing, protecting your skin from the sun. So drink plenty of water to keep your skin hydrated and eat a balanced diet full of vitamins and minerals. And taking care of your skin not only improves your appearance, but also boosts your self-confidence. So, you know, this doesn't have to be too extreme, just being sensible about it. You know, skin is our biggest external organ. And it's all about the skin. The skin is about a sensory organ. It's all about touch and want to be touched. If you don't taking care of your skin, then we find ourselves, we shut ourselves off from ourselves and away from other people, and that causes a lot of disharmony. So then we find when we're feeling alone and everything, that ages you. So looking after your skin, we want to feel comfortable touching because it's a sensory organ and want to be touched.
I think annually everybody goes to India or Pakistan or Bangladesh, koi bhi country hobe apa jande hain, but we don't have any sun protection. So sanu hunda bhi assi garm wali country nu jana bhi top changi tarah sekiye, which is a good thing because vitamin D, you know, oh top to hi mildi hai, which is what we all need. But फिर भी, you know, इत्थों तुसी अपना sunscreen ले जा सकते नाल, जिथे भी तुसी अपना माड़ा मोटा शरीर नंगा करना, your face, your neck, or your arms, hands, legs, whichever, तुसी sunscreen इत्थों ले जा सकते हैं. It doesn't matter what age you are, especially कोई न्याणे भी होन, स्याणे भी होन. It's really, really important to take that. जिदा कल्ला all over the body we're talking about, क्योंकि जदों असी धुप च बहिंदे हां, naturally, you know, you can tell भी जेड़े लोग ज़्यादा धुप च बहिंदे ते जेड़े नहीं बहिंदे, because it definitely does age you. थोड़ा मुंह तो दस पैंदा भी there's been some, you know, what is it, skin damage, that you can get skin cancer and lots of other things. But
that's an extreme.
Yeah, that is an extreme. But you know, our skin is a temple. जिदा हम असी घर दी सफाई करते हैं, जो असी घर दी सारी सफाई करते हैं, सानू इदा लगता भी इट्स रियली नाइस भी हम बैठ के मैं चाह पी सकता है या मैं चाह पी सकती हैं. बट आवर बॉडी इज़ द सेम. सो असी ओनी केयर अपने शरीर ते करनी चाहिए, पर कई बार असी कहते नहीं ओहदा कम करते ओहदा करते. सो वी डोंट टेक केयर ऑफ आवरसेल्व्स. सो इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट थोड़ा कि जे टाइम करके जे तुसी, आई मीन आई एम नॉट बीइंग रेसिस्ट हियर or saying anything, but if you look at Afro-Caribbean people, their skin is so good because they use lots of, I think is it butter cream, koi cream ho launde rinde, and their skin is so good, even though they probably live in the hottest countries in the world, but their skincare is really, really good. That just came to me then.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a simple thing. I know there's so many products out there, but you don't have to go over the top. I mean, personally, I could share, I just wash my face with the sodium bicarbonate. I just wash it with that and just mix it and cleanse it with that. And son lage raat nu, I use castor oil. I know people say castor oil is so sticky, but changi tara is very good for wrinkles. You got to keep the skin hydrated. And castor oil, I mean, it's something that's been used thousands of thousands of years ago. Even like Cleopatra, there, even when she was mummified, that's what they put in her thing. Castor oil is one of very potent but strong moisturizer. So these things are still available. I don't go over the top and buy these expensive products. So that's one of the main things. And and also minerals important. So make sure you have your magnesium every day, have your zinc, have your vitamin D3, and there was another one, wasn't there? Vitamin D3 and B complex. If those are the minerals, you know, you can have it in your food, but also just top it up with supplements. That's really good for your skin. So the next one we're talking about that ages you quickly, stress, chronic stress,
the biggest
can
killer.
show on your face, so making you appear much older than you are. So therefore, smile more. Smiling makes you look happy, friendly and approachable. It also has a positive effect on those people around you as well, making them feel more comfortable and around you, and also they feel at ease. So practice smiling more, and even when you're alone especially, it can lift your mood. It's all about the mood and make you feel more positive, which in turn makes you look more attractive and very young. And if you're looking, you can look at yourself feeling young, and other people think you look so young just because you smile a lot. And just quickly, scientifically, what smiling does. So obviously, you think about what stress is. We're talking about chronic stress. What is caused chronic stress? When we're constantly in the fight or flight mode, you know. So, but how to switch off that, you know, fight, flight, freeze mode is when you smile. That muscle sends a message to your amygdala in the brain that's saying, well, if you're smiling, that means you can't be under any stress, or under any attack, or under any threat. That smiling says you must be in a safe environment. So you don't need to be in that stress phase, which is sympathetic phase. So smiling instantly helps you to stay in the growth and repair when the immune system stays strong. And where growth and repair, growth means you're growing new cells all the time that always like keep you looking young, your skin, your face, you have less wrinkles. So important, just smiling keeps you young.
कई बारी है ना जिद्दां जिद्दां आपां सियाणे हुन्ने आ साडे सियाणे कई बारी कहंदे भी जे असीं उन्हां नूं कहिए भी तुसीं हੱਸਿਆ करो स्माइल करिया करो उन्हां ने इदां कहना कि ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਗਲ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਵੀ ਯੂ نو ਵਾਈ ਸ਼ੁਡ ਆਈ ਲਾਫ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਤੇ ਹੱਸਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਤੇ ਵਾਈ ਸ਼ੁਡ ਆਈ ਸਮਾਈਲ
ਇਕੱਲੀ ਬੈਠੀ ਹੱਸੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ
ਮੈਂ ਇਕੱਲੀ ਵੇਲੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਗਲ ਆ ਹੈਨਾ ਸੋ ਦੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਥਿੰਗ ਇੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਇਹਦਾ ਅਸਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੁਰਾਣੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਚੇਤੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਸਮਾਈਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਤੇ ਮੁਸਕਰਾਹਟ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਫਨੀ ਮੂਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਯੂ نو ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੱਲੋ ਮੱਲੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਹਲਕਾ ਫੀਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੱਸਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਯੂ نو ਮੇਰੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਇੰਨੀ ਔਖੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਥਿੰਗਸ ਲਾਈਕ ਦੈਟ ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਯੂ نو ਹਾਊ ਡੂ ਯੂ ਵਾਂਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਨਿਭਾਉਣੀ ਆ ਡੂ ਯੂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਨਿਭਾਉਣੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਲੋ ਮੂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਕਦਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਕੇਅਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਆ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਲੋਕ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਪਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ because ਇਹ ਸੋਚਣੀ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪਣੀ so it's really important to think about that ਇਸ ਹਰੇਕ ਲਈ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ it's just for ladies we're saying this is for everybody and the next one is about feeling insecure feeling worried and anxiety and how to resolve this
so all those you know insecurity feeling worried these things age you so much if you know people mesha fikr hi karte rehande look how old they look they look so drained and washed out
but can I just say before you carry on ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆ ਪ੍ਰੂਵਨ ਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਇੰਟੀਫਿਕਲੀ as well ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਿਕਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਆ it's a fact that is
it's just
the things that we
vivid,
worry
crazy
about,
imagination.
it never happens though.
Yeah, we just got
Sorry.
it's a what do you call survival response or behavior where we're always thinking, preparing ourselves for the worst scenario. So if it happens, I've got to be prepared.
Yeah.
It's just that animal instinct kicks in, but it's not real. It's most of it's illusion. So anyway, the key for this, how to stay young from and taking your attention away from being insecure, worried, anxiety, is confidence is the key. So when you carry yourself with confidence, you naturally draw people in. So confidence shows in a way that the way you walk, the way you speak, you know, the way you interact with others. It's about believing in yourself and your abilities. And when you feel good about yourself, you know, you radiate this beautiful energy outwards that you make you more appealing to others. But more importantly, you feel very appealing towards yourself. So confidence overrides all these feelings of insecurity, feeling worried, anxiety. So for me personally, confidence came to me. I wasn't a confident person many years ago. Confidence although I see when I started pursuing something I enjoy, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ, and when he's really excited about something, you want to study it, you want to learn it, and then you can just talk about it at the tip of your tongue, because and then anybody's having a conversation, you got something to, you know, implement, you know, something to contribute in that conversation, but you're speaking because you know it so well. And people think, wow, you know, gosh, you really know your stuff. And also confidence out in there because you're really passionate about something. When you're not passionate about something, then you find you can't speak. That it, like you said, you can't. You got to embody what you really enjoy. Also, people can notice it from a distance. So when that confidence comes up, you start to feel young and youthful and excited. And yeah, and another thing, quickly, I'll just throw in there before you explain them, that when you stop doing things you're comfortable with and start doing things out of your comfort zone, it brought very confidence for there, because my biggest doubt hunda si speaking in front of people, public speaking, and now we do TV, radio, then kuch karte in events vagara. I actually did something I was very uncomfortable with, ultimate confidence for there, and I feel it changes your whole image, you know, your character, your personality, and just your physique.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I totally agree. ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਰ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਆ, ਇਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ who is confident and doesn't feel worried about anything, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਂ jealous ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, envious ਹੁੰਦੇ। ਸਾਡੀ ਆਦਤ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, you know, ਕਹਿਣਾ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਸਮਝਦੀ ਆ, and in English we'll say, oh, I don't know who she thinks she is or who he thinks he is, or ਪਰ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ what we're really saying is that we wish we were that person. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਅਸਲੀਅਤ ਇਹੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਵੋ, to be confident, to walk into a room, ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੂਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਈਏ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨ, ਪਰ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ, ਪਰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਕਮੀ ਆ, ਕੋਈ ਕਮੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ, ਸਿਰਫ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕੌਨਫੀਡੈਂਸ ਬਦਲਣ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਆ। ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ you know who walk in and who are confident, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ confidence ਹੈਗੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਲਈ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਕੋਈ, ਜਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਕਰਕੇ I've done something to make myself feel this good. And we have to ਸਾਨੂੰ ਖੋਜ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਣੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ 'ਚ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਕਮੀ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਕਾਹਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ, ਜਿੱਥੇ I feel confident. So ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਪੈਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ, follow that, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰੋ, ਥੋੜਾ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਸਿੱਖੋ, ਐਂਡ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਵੀ confidence ਮੱਲੋ ਮੱਲੀ ਵੱਧ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ।
So spend more time in that, spend less time with other things, and study it, and like become your nickname. You really give it so much, invest so much of your time and energy to confidence va there. Upro nahi karna, so you can't be karna, you got to give it a lot of your time, and probably 90% of your time. Yeah,
ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਮਾਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕਲਚਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਕੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਲੁੱਕ ਆਫਟਰ ਕਰੀਏ, ਆਪਣੀ ਐਂਡ ਤੇ ਕਰੀਏ, ਬਟ ਇਟਸ ਡਸਨਟ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਲਾਈਕ that. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਆ, ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਵੀ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੈ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁੱਸੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਗੁੱਸੇ 'ਚ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਾਗੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਬਹਿਣ ਨੂੰ, they want to sit with the person who's happy, smiling. So ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਰ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਤਾਂ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਾ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰੋ। Don't worry about ਲੋਕ ਕੀ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਛ ਇੱਦਾਂ।
So next one we'll be talking about what ages you when you're holding on to too much gussa, too much frustration, resentment, sadness. All these will age you quickly. So to look younger and attractive, be kind and positive to others, especially to yourself. So treat others with respect and compassion and strive to maintain a positive outlook on life. Be kind and positive not only makes you more pleasant to be around, but also enhances your inner beauty. People are naturally drawn to those who uplift and inspire them. So, and most important thing in here, forgiveness is the key to feeling youthful. Jina tusi forgive karonge, not others, but yourself, because you're forgiving yourself because you're the one decided to hold on to that gussa, that story, that trauma. I'm forgiving myself because I'm letting it go now. Minnu ki milya, because holding on to that gussa, min adda hoya, it was not destroying the other person. Unta koi asar nahi penda si, bura asar ta mere penda siga. So you're forgiving yourself for holding on to that.
ਇਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੱਥ 'ਚ ਕੋਲ ਆਇਆ, ਤਾਂ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ, ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ 'ਤੇ ਬੁਰਾ ਅਸਰ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਚਲ ਗਏ ਆ। ਸੋ ਲੈਟਿੰਗ ਗੋ ਆਫ ਐਂਗਰ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਛੱਡਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਲਈ, in terms of making yourself look younger.
So another the next point is what makes you old quickly: unhealthy habits. So that being lazy, no exercise, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and poor diet, all these can age you prematurely. So very important to stay active, okay, and healthy and regular exercise. So this lifestyle plays a crucial role in enhancing your attractiveness and slowing down your aging process. So exercise actually boosts your confidence again and also releases endorphins, which improves your mood and energy levels. So combine physical activity with a balanced diet to achieve the best results. Taking care of your physical health and eating a balanced diet shows that you value yourself, which is highly, highly attractive. And people look so young when you know they value themselves.
ਸੋ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਕੁ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਘੰਟਾ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਲਈ ਕੱਢੋ, ਆਪਣੇ ਖਾਣ 'ਤੇ ਨੋਟਿਸ ਕਰੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰੋ। ਪਰ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਦਤ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਵੀ ਘਰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ, ਨਿਆਣੇ ਸੰਭਾਲਣੇ, ਗ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਚਿਲਡਰਨ ਸੰਭਾਲਣੇ, ਕਰਨਾ ਉਹ ਕਰਨਾ। ਸੋ ਵੀ ਫੋਰਗੈਟ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਆਰਸੈਲਵਸ, ਪਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢਣਾ ਫੋਰ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼, ਸਹੀ ਖਾਣਾ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਘਟਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਧਾ ਸਕਦੇ, ਆਪਣੇ ਖਾਣੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਲਈ, ਉਹ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਮ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ, TV 'ਤੇ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਆ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ on YouTube and things like that. So even just try and take 1 hour for yourself. It's really, really important.
Yeah. So should we talk about the next one now?
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah. Hairstyles.
Hairstyles. Have you noticed some people without the hairstyles that they can look very young and they can look very old as well. So that's our experience.
Yeah.
I used to do the way I used to do my hair years ago. I used to look like a proper auntie.
Remember the beehive where you used to put your hair up,
the clip on it,
and then tie it all back, and everybody had the same hairstyle.
Yeah, I know. Though, so can you imagine doing that now? Honestly, the hairstyle does instantly make you look young or old. So have a think. You see those programs, the makeover programs, when somebody looks completely old. This is programs to come like looking 10 years younger.
Yeah.
I was like watching that. I used to love to see the transformation in there, and all they did was like change a bit of makeup, change the hairstyle, made a massive difference.
Yeah.
So,
and their confidence, they were smiling more and looking good. I mean, I can remember, I know I'm talking about Instagram here, where they do that, where they do the hair and they do just that part where they change their makeup and they do their hair and they color it, they style it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they just look so stunning. But it's the same person.
It is.
And
That's all it does.
It's not even like a facelift or anything major.
Yeah.
Just makeup, hair, cut, colour, whatever you want to call it, or styled. We're not talking that you have to get your hair cut or anything.
Yeah, but we do go to the hairdressers. When we come out, we walk out like this. Oh, all of a sudden you're feeling upright. You feel good. So that's a really good one to do. So change your hairstyle to make you feel younger and everything. So treat yourself. Everybody deserves it, men and women.
Yeah.
So
don't leave it just for weddings.
No.
You know,
treat yourself every now and then. You know, when you can.
Yeah.
So the next one that ages you is lack of sleep. Just changi tarah sonde nahi hege, that ages you quite quickly. So not getting enough sleep can lead to dark circles and dull skin, making you look much older. So it's very imperative to see, get your 6 to 8 hours sleep. And if you can't for some reason, dinner whenever you can get a power nap, that there's something powerful happens when you're sleeping, that your body just getting a chance to recharge and you go into regeneration mode.
It's really good. I mean, I think when my mum used to have a nap in the afternoon, I used to envy her. But you do feel so. I do it now. I mean, I like have about 20 minutes, half an hour, and I just feel like a different person. But if you think about the hotter countries, बहुत ज़्यादा लोग afternoon the ਵਿੱਚ ਸੌਂਦੇ and they get up early in the morning. करके गर्मी हुंदी है, so it is really good for your body.
So the next one, which is very important,
it's a very big topic. Yes, this one is.
But we can't spend too much time on it. But it's about negative self-talk. So words have so much power. So whatever we say about ourselves and others, we speak it into existence. Period. Happens every time. So commit to yourself for a healthy self-concept. Construct a story in your mind where you are repeating, like a mantra, where you are saying very positive words that make you feel young and youthful. So I'll give you an example. So I'll give you a few. Sure. The older I'm getting, the younger and youthful and attractive I'm becoming. So we'll say this in Punjabi.
Let's just slow that down, because then you've said that, and then but let me just explain this bit first, because ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਦਤ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਥ ਦਿੰਦਾ, so we're already starting to say those things.
We start from a very young age where we don't say anything nice about ourselves.
Definitely.
Even teenagers especially,
definitely,
where they feel like I don't think they're going to be into me, I don't look right, I don't look manly, I don't have the muscles enough. The woman think I don't look womanly enough.
So ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਸੈਲਫ ਟਾਕ, ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਜਾਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਮੇਰਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਧੀਆ। ਪਰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ to say these things to ourselves, because we've got more time on our hands, so we're not busy doing all the other things. So ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ, ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਅਸਰ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਅਸਰ ਪੈਂਦਾ। ਕਿ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੇਰਾ ਆਹ ਦੁਖਦਾ ਆ, ਮੇਰਾ ਸਿਰ ਦੁਖਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ। ਸੋ ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹੀ ਕੁਛ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, because ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਲਤ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, you're going down, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਵੀ ਡਾਊਨ ਥੱਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਜਾ। ਸੋ ਡੈਡ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਾਈਂਡਸੈਟ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ।
So we also got a habit of somebody else is complaining about and ਦੁਖਦਾ, you start saying oh ਮੇਰਾ ਵੀ ਦੁਖਦਾ, but ਮੇਰਾ actually it's like a competition ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਪਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੁਖਦਾ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੁਖਦਾ।
ਮੈਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਮੇਰੇ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਂਦੀ ਆ,
ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਉਹੀ ਗੋਲੀ ਖਾਂਦੀ ਨੂੰ, ਮੇਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਡੋਸਿਸ ਇੰਨੀ,
ਮੇਰੇ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਗਿਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਮੇਰਾ ਅੱਧਾ ਘੰਟਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਖਾਂਦੀ ਨੂੰ।
That's what I mean. ਮੇਰੇ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ
competition,
it's like ਮੇਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਖੁਰਾਕ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ, ਤੇ ਰੋਟੀ ਉਹ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ, ਬਾਕੀ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਂਦੀ। See, can you see people have a competition ਉੱਥੇ, but it's not healthy, because you are manifesting more health problems, and you are speeding up your aging process. So you ask yourself, instead of saying what you're supposed to say, the older I'm getting, the younger, youthful, attractive I am becoming. So we have a tendency to say the older I'm getting, the more I'm feeling, hi, meri shakal, I feel so buddhi ho gaye, tale aa gaye, I look at my wrinkles. Can you see what do we often say? But jidi cheez assi zyada kende ohi ho jandi a. So you have to be so conscious that our words have so much power, and this shakti a sade love sandwich. So we have to say words that we want to experience.
So if I say that in Punjabi, it's something like je hon main ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ, ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਆ कि जिदा जिदा आपस मैं सियाणी हुंदी मैं है ना मेरा शरीर इन्ना ठीक है मेरा मन भी इन्ना फ्रैश है मेरी बॉडी मैनू पूरा साथ दिंदी है मैं तो बड़ी सोहनी हाँ यू नो मैं
जिन्नी भी उम्र बाद दे उन्नी मैं ज़्यादा यंग you know जवान लगदी हां so you got to say things like that and then say I am so grateful for my flawless youthful skin so मैं तो बहुत शुक्राना करदी हां मेरी स्किन मेरी ऐ उम्र पे फिर भी मैं अदा लगदी जिदा मैं 30 साल दी हां you got to speak like that and you have to ignore what people say because people think आपने उन्हें की समझ लिया but you don't have to say it out loud in front of people you just say it to yourself you wake up in the morning thinking ਅੱਖਾਂ ਖੋਲਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ I'm so grateful for I can look the older I get ਜਿੰਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਮਰ ਵਧਦੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਵਾਨ ਲੱਗਦੀ that is so powerful to say that but don't feel embarrassed if you feel embarrassed to say that means you don't believe it if you don't believe it you only get what you believe if you don't believe it thinking I sound really silly you know kamal pana ki bolli janni hai then you will get old okay you got to believe what you say and the other thing you can say every day and everywhere feel more and more radiant energized and youthful they got to say that jinni every day I feel so energized I feel takat meri rendi so and also you can say I love my beautiful radiant skin and I feel so healthy every day so saying these things it is saying pata nahi every day jinni umar bade I feel more and more hai takat hai mera dukta hai dukta so words have so much powerful obviously impact on your physiology
so ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੁਝ ਗਲਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕੁਝ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਰੀਰ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਵੀ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਵੀ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਵੀ ਸਹੀ ਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਸਾਈਡ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਸਾਈਡ ਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਸਾਈਡ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹੀ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੇ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਧਰਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ
Okay, so this is the last point. So this is a very good one because we will do a proper show on this. We'll try and talk about this in a whole one show because I think it's so good. So what else really ages you, and this is very important, the sugar spikes we have throughout the day. And you don't have to be diagnosed being diabetic or pre-diabetic. We don't realize we have sugar spikes throughout the day and how do you know thun kitta pata lagda thode sugar vaddi hai throughout the day when you have symptoms like when you feel
shareer kommal lapena
or you just feel aches and pains you have insomnia you feel things like skin conditions on there and there you feel just ghabrat anxiety all these are signs that you're having sugar spikes blood pressure all these are all signs of sugar spikes so you don't have to be diagnosed being diabetic and they've done some scientific research on this recently in 2018 I think Stanford University that they've got proper literature on this so think about inflammation in the body is a sign of sugar spikes and these are all the symptoms we just mentioned so there's something the process that happens that ages us it's called a role of glycation and there's about ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ in another show so glycation ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਿਕਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁੱਕ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਚਿਕਨ ਓਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਰੰਗ ਪਿੰਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ light pinkish or a color but once you've cooked it when it's finished cooked ਉਹ ਰੰਗ ਪਿੰਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ so that means it's been fully cooked and we are also ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਨਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫਲੈਸ਼ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਰੰਗ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਾਰਟਲੇਜ ਹੱਡੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਚਿੱਟਾ ਰੰਗ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ so throughout our lives we're cooking and cooking so by time when we're fully cooked that means then it's time to pop our clogs when we're fully cooked ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਰੰਗ ਚਿੱਟਾ ਰੰਗ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਕਾਰਟਲੇਜ ਉਹ ਰੰਗ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ and when you've been cooking throughout your whole life you see things like wrinkles and your skin starts sagging and you have less collagen and we get all those the double chin and everything that means the glycogen in your body glycation process has been playing out we can't stop aging it's inevitable age ta hona hi hai but what we got the power of to slow it down or speed it up we can speed it up we have too much sugar and carb in our diet but to slow it down the more we cut down on our sugar and carbs we can slow down that glycation process and actually have less wrinkles have less sagging and we have the power to do this and there are 4 hacks there are actually 10 but I'm only going to mention 4 and another show we'll talk about all the 10 hacks But the 4 hacks to slow down this glycation process is like exercise, like we mentioned earlier. Exercise slows down the sugar spikes, right? And also eating savory breakfast. I mean, we know the past 50 years there's been a craze of this breakfast cereal things, because it's an easy thing and it's like a quick sugar, sort of like, it's like a pleasure we get out of it. We think some energy meal eating these cereals like oats and things, actually those, anything starchy has so much glucose, you have a massive sugar spike. So all the cereals that we thought were healthy, actually they're not. There's so much full of sugar. Even when they said it's sugar free, there's still the wheat and the starch in it is the same, as it gives the same sugar spike. So change it to a savory, so something more protein based. So if you've got protein in the diet, in the breakfast, savory, jita rati roti, you can have that in the morning, but you can add a bit of fruit to it then. But having orange juice in the morning, that's a massive sugar spike. We think orange juice is healthy, but it isn't. But if you sort of like not have it on its own, but have it with a savory, then you don't get much of a sugar spike. It's just, you can still have sugar, but it's the way you eat it throughout the day. So jida tusi thonu cha hega, you do like desserts, sugar, have it kalle nahi khana, because you have anything sugary like a chocolate or an ice cream or even fruit on its own, you get a sudden sugar spike, and that speeds up your glycation. So have it like as a dessert as part of your main meal, because then the sugar spike, it releases slowly into your system, so it doesn't overwhelm your cells, so that it takes it in slowly. So if you have it on its own, the cells get overwhelmed. And another thing you should do is, yeah, like I said, have apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar just 20 minutes before your meal. Just says carbs, you can have something with carbs in it, like potato, roti, atta. So apple cider vinegar 20 minutes before, it's sort of like, it prevents the sugar spike, at least 40-50% of it, you know, so even that is very, very useful to have. And things like cinnamon in tea and things, these all prevent sugar spikes. So this we'll talk about obviously a lot more in another show, because there's so much depth in this that we love to share with you, because we're learning from it. Because why women or men always find it hard to lose that belly fat, and it's because of this, the diet we're having. So we still can eat carbs and things, but it's when to eat it. But
and also I think you need to reduce the amount.
Oh, definitely
massively.
Reduce the amount. Have plate, like they usually say, just to say roti khani, you can have, let's say you do have carbs and protein, but protein is the best form of food that we didn't eat much of. We need more protein more than anything else. But let's say to see khani whole roti, and you have got a bit of carb, you got protein in there, you got a bit of carb, you got a bit of fruit. It's the order you eat it in. So make sure to see pehla vegetables khane. You don't have to have space in between. You have the vegetables. What the vegetable does, it coats your lining in your stomach, so it doesn't let the rest of the sugar get suddenly absorbed. So have your pehla vegetables khake, and then you have your protein, and then you have your sweet. Eat it in that order, then you don't get the sugar spikes. I tell you, if you just change these things, you will, honestly, you will slow down your aging process.
So there's a lot of information there. Thanu min lagda pause karke mod ke sunna pena hai, because there's a lot of information. It's all very, very excellent information that is beneficial to your aging process. But I'm just going to go over the conclusion of what we talked about, just how to slow the process. So the first thing is posture. That's the first thing. Which makes us look good, and feel younger. And then there's the skincare, कि तुसी अपनी skin दा ख्याल रखो, especially when you go to hotter countries. And even in this country, जो top निकली है, you know, put your skin blocks on, and the right kinds of creams for your.
Drink lots of water.
Drink lots of water, definitely. That जब तुसी stress feel करते हैं, or you feel insecure, be conscious of how you're feeling. You know, and monitor it, smile, keep yourself happy, stay away from negative people or negative situations. Holding on to anger, gussa तुसी थोड़ा जा अपना manage करो भी, जेडे लोग थानू गुस्से च लियाउंदे हैं जा, you know, stay away from them, करके it's like holding a hot gola. And then unhealthy habits, you know, being lazy, not exercising, eating the wrong foods, all these things have an effect ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਾਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਆਪਣੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, it does age you, so try and keep up with the trend if that's what you want to do. And then ਸੌਣ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ, you know, to sleep at the right time or sleep for a good amount of hours ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਕਿਨ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਅਸਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। And then ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਬਾਰੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ, that will have a negative impact on you. So अपना ध्यान positive चीज़ां देना, शुक्राना करना, ना कि कहना भी साडे कोल आ चीज़ नहीं हैगी या ओ चीज़ नहीं हैगी। That will have a definite positive effect on you. And then Dav's gone into a lot of detail in terms of the sugar spikes. अपने खान ते ध्यान देना, especially the carbs. जो ਅਸੀਂ carbs ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, we're talking about bread, pasta, noodles, all those
white
kinds
stuff.
of things, white stuff. So yeah, great program, I think. What do you think?
And it's quite easy to do.
Yeah.
It's not that major.
Yeah.
So look, we can all do this, and we can look young, Joanne, for many years. You know, so
And
right
feel
to the
great.
end.
And feel great.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Feeling good about ourselves and having that inspiring effect on all our family members and friends. So yeah, I hope you really, really enjoyed the show. And we look forward to the next one.
Yeah, we will. So see you next week, same time, same place. Love, laugh, and live.
Take care. Bye.